the first thing you're going to want to do is close the inlet and return valves. With that done, you will remove the drain plug. And open the drain valve. Then you'll remove the vent plug and open the vent valve. After letting it drain for about 40 minutes, usually round trip, you can start the filter change. I double fold over rags for hot pads because the lid is pretty hot. And use the big wrench to loosen it. Now, this video, it looks like I'm turning it to the right. This video for some reason is inverted, so everything on these filters is normal, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So don't be confused by that. Now you're gonna close that valve on top, pull out the lid, and set it down gently. Then I always take some bungees. I take a short bungee cord and use that to remove the filter from the filter housing. Wipe those off real quick. You won't need those anymore. Some boats actually have a tool to remove those. Wipe off the oil that came out. Clean up the workspace a bit. And now we will work on the O-rings. I'm going to take off the bolt O-ring. It's chewed up pretty well. And then using a scribe, you can remove the larger O-ring from the lid. Right, now that you have your new O-ring, you're going to use the oil that is in the filter housing and coat it really well. And then what I like to do is I like to press down the filter housing gasket every inch or so. It's very hot. And then after that, I take the back end of the scribe, the bent scribe, and I run it around the O-ring. And just push it down into the seat. And get that one last bit. And then one more roundabout with that. Make sure it's seated nicely. And then we will install the smaller O-ring for the bolt. And with that done, we will now move on to putting in the new filter. Take out the plastic, take out the green plastic bag that is normally shoved into the filter, and always install it with the metal ring up. That way the bolt O-ring has something to seat to and seal. Alright, now at this point I normally close the drain valve. And put the lid back in place and tighten it down. It should thread easily at first. If not, then you'll know it's cross-threaded. Tighten it down. And that is how you change the filter. Now you will need to bleed the air out of the filter housing. So you open the inlet valve. Make sure that the drain isn't leaking anything. And then you will put a rag over the vent and crack open the vent valve until you get oil. Now this happened very quickly because I had already bled it once and I just wanted to get a much better video than I had before. Now that's all bled and all set. At this point now you can open up the return valve, and now that is fully back online and you have successfully changed it. No oil coming out, drain plugs in, and you're good to go. Wipe it up, make sure you get all the oil off of it. That way when you walk past it again, I usually take about a round trip and then walk back over and make sure everything's good to go and not leaking. And replace the vent plug. Snug it down a little bit, not too much.